Feel the gentle pulse within your chest. It beats at 432 hertz, a rhythm older than memory, slower than the world above, deeper than breath itself. This is where we begin. You are already sinking, not falling, but melting downward through layers of quiet, through whispers that have no need for words. The surface is far away now, dissolved into shimmer, into ripples that never reach you. You float in something thicker than air, warmer than summer rain, heavier with peace. Here beneath the glassy sea, time moves like light through water, slow spirals of gold and blue. Droplets catch in your hair, taste faintly of salt and stars. Your body remembers this feeling from before language, before walls were built around stillness. You are returning home. The current carries you gently forward, not pushing, but guiding with soft insistence, like a hand on your shoulder that has always been there. You drift past coral formations, their surfaces alive with glow, inner light that pulses slow, in rhythm with your heartbeat, in harmony with what waits below. Each reef holds stories, lullabies from generations lost, songs hummed by mothers who knew how to wait, how to let go. The water wraps around your limbs, buoyant and tender, supporting every part of you. Without effort, without demand, you sink deeper still, where sound becomes texture, where silence hums with frequencies too low for worry, too pure for noise. Here in the sunken garden, everything grows inward, roots that feed on calm, flowers that bloom in slow motion, petals made of patience. You watch them sway, not moving fast enough to disturb, but steady enough to soothe. Their dance is yours, your breath matching their rhythm. The light filters down, breaking into prisms, each color slower than the last. Gold trailing indigo, indigo bleeding into violet, violet dissolving into peace. You feel it seep into your bones, this warmth that knows no season, no beginning, no end, just presence. Let let yourself become weightless, not floating, but held, cradled by something vast and intimate and utterly safe. The coral sings now, not with voice, but with vibration, low tones that resonate in the chambers of your chest, in the hollows of your mind. Listen to its song, ancient and new, familiar yet unknown. It tells you, you are welcome here, always welcome. The water tastes sweet, like morning dew, like the first drop of rain after days of waiting. It quenches something deep, something that never asks for more. You close your eyes, but see clearly. Colors move behind your lids. Soft purples, gentle greens, warm ambers, all breathing together. There is no rush here, no clock, no schedule, only the ebb and flow of what feels true, what feels right. The garden expands around you, its borders made of peace, its walls built from stillness. You walk without steps, breathe without effort, rest without needing sleep. A current brushes against your skin, carrying messages from depths you've never seen, but somehow know by heart, by longing. They tell you it's okay to stay, to linger, to dissolve into this moment, into this space. The coral pulses brighter, responding to your presence, as if it's been waiting for just this, for just you to arrive. You feel lighter, though you weigh nothing, emptier, though you hold everything, fuller than you've ever been. With absence, the water carries your thoughts away from sharp edges, away from noise, away from the need to fix anything, to change anything. Here, you are complete as you are, broken, whole, both, neither. Just present. The garden hums, its song written in frequencies too low to hear, but felt in every cell, in every strand of being, in every quiet corner of soul. You are no longer separate from the light, from the water, from the coral, from the song, from the silence between notes, from the breath between thoughts. Let go of trying, of holding on, of making sense, of understanding. Just be. Just rest. The garden shifts around you, not changing, but revealing layers you didn't know existed, depths you didn't know you carried, truths you didn't know you needed. You sink further, not because you must, but because it feels good, because it feels right, because it feels like coming home to a place you never left. The coral glows now, not bright, but warm, like embers, like sunset, like the last note of a lullaby, held just long enough. You smile without meaning to, your face relaxing, your jaw unclenching, your shoulders softening, your entire self letting go, finally letting go. The water wraps tighter, not confining, but embracing, not holding you back, but holding you up, holding you whole, holding you healed. You breathe slower now, each inhale a gift, each exhale a release. Your lungs learning what they were meant for, what they've always known. The garden listens to your heartbeat, to your breath, to the spaces between, to the silence that speaks louder than all the words you've ever tried to say. You are safe here, safer than anywhere, because safety isn't a wall, but a current, a rhythm, a knowing deep in your bones. The coral pulses again, slower now, matching your breath, matching your heart, matching the frequency that has always lived within you, waiting to be found. You drift, not lost, but found, not empty, but full, not broken, but whole, just as you are. The garden hums its final note, not ending, but settling, not closing, but opening to whatever comes next, whenever it arrives. You rest here, in the space between waves, between thoughts, between breaths, between heartbeats, in the pause where everything is possible, where everything is peace. You are suspended in a moment that has no edges. There is no before and no after, only this. You feel the gentle pressure of water against your skin, like a soft glove being pulled over your hand. Each molecule of salt brushes against you with microscopic tenderness. Your body responds by releasing tension, as if melting sugar in warm tea. The current holds you without gripping you. It moves around your shoulders like silk slipping off bare skin. You notice how your hair floats upward in slow curls, like ink dropped into milk. Each strand moves independently, yet together creating patterns you've never seen before. The water tastes faintly metallic on your lips, but not unpleasantly so. It reminds you of licking a coin, as a child curious and exploratory. Your tongue feels heavy and slow in your mouth. Words become difficult to form, so you stop trying. Silence fills the space where language used to live. You sink deeper into the moment, like settling into a favorite chair. The fabric of time stretches around you like taffy pulled by gentle hands. You can feel your heartbeat slowing, as if each pulse takes longer to complete. The rhythm becomes a slow drumbeat, echoing in chambers of bone. Your ribs expand with breath that seems to last for minutes. Air fills your lungs like honey poured into a warm jar. You taste the difference between the top of your lungs and the bottom. The upper lobes fill first with something light and airy. Then the middle sections expand with warmth spreading outward. Finally, the base of your lungs settle with a sensation like sand at the ocean floor. Each breath brings a new layer of stillness. Your chest rises and falls like a slow tide. The water moves with your breathing, creating tiny ripples that dance away from you. These ripples catch light filtering down from above. You watch how each droplet of light behaves differently. Some fall straight down like liquid mercury. Others spiral gently, as if caught in an invisible breeze. The spiraling ones seem to sing a note too low for ears to hear. But your bones feel the vibration resonating through your spine. Your vertebrae align one by one like pearls on a string. Each joint releases its small burden of stress. Your neck softens like clay warmed by patient hands. The muscles along your shoulders melt into the water. Your arms float beside you loose and boneless. You notice how different parts of your body respond to support. Your legs feel heavy yet weightless simultaneously. Your feet point downward naturally, without effort. Toes spread wide, like fingers reaching for something just out of grasp. The skin between your toes wrinkles slightly from the salt. This wrinkling creates tiny valleys and peaks, like miniature mountain ranges. You imagine walking across these landscapes as a giant might walk through real mountains. Each step would create small waves, disturbing the peace of microscopic villages. But there is no need for steps here. Movement happens without intention, like thoughts arising in an empty mind. You drift downward without sinking. The distinction between up and down blurs like watercolors bleeding into wet paper. Light follows you down leaving trails like shooting stars in reverse. These trails fade slowly, revealing new layers of the underwater world. Coral formations appear like cities built by patient architects. Each structure pulses with its own inner glow. The glow shifts color from deep blue to soft violet to pale gold. You reach toward one formation without moving your arm. The coral responds by brightening, as if acknowledging your presence. Its surface feels smooth and warm, despite the cool water. Tiny creatures move across it like living jewels. They leave trails of bioluminescence behind them. These trails spell out words in a language you don't recognize, but somehow understand. The words speak of patience and deep time, of cycles that repeat without urgency, of growth that happens in the spaces between heartbeats. You absorb these concepts through your fingertips. They travel up your arm like electricity, but gentler, warming your shoulder and spreading across your chest. Your heart slows even more, as if learning a new rhythm. The new rhythm matches the pulsing of the coral. You and the coral breathe together in perfect synchronization. The water carries whispers of forgotten lullabies. These whispers are not heard, but felt. They vibrate through your sternum like a tuning fork. Each lullaby tells a story of letting go, of surrendering to forces larger than yourself, of finding peace in the spaces between thoughts. You begin to hum without realizing it, hum matches the resonance of the water. Vibrations spread from your vocal cords through your throat and into your skull. Your teeth chatter slightly, creating harmonics that echo in sinus cavities. The echoes blend with the whispers, becoming something new. This new sound wraps around you like a cocoon. You feel protected and held without walls or barriers. Your eyelids grow heavy, as if weighted with tiny stones. But closing them requires no effort. They simply fall like flower petals, released on a windless day. Darkness behind your eyes is not empty, but full. It contains colors that have no names, shapes that exist only in the space between seeing and knowing. You sink deeper into this darkness, like diving into warm oil. Each layer reveals new textures and temperatures. Cool blue near the surface gives way to warm amber deeper down. The amber transitions to rich burgundy, then to deep purple. Finally, you reach a layer of pure silver that reflects nothing. This silver is not light, but absence of light made tangible. You understand that this absence is not lacking, but complete. Like the pause between musical notes that makes melody possible. In this silver space, you find perfect stillness. Stillness that moves like slow rivers underground. Stillness that breathes like sleeping giants. Stillness that holds all movement within itself. Your awareness expands beyond your physical boundaries. You feel the coral gardens surrounding you like neighbors in a vast city. Each plant and creature pulses with its own quiet life. Their combined presence creates a field of serenity. You are both separate from this field and part of it, like a note that exists within a chord, but retains its individual pitch. The water itself becomes conscious around you, not in a human way, but in its own fluid intelligence. It knows the shape of every molecule in your body. It remembers the salt of ancient seas. It carries stories written in the language of chemistry. These stories tell of transformation and renewal, of elements combining and recombining in endless variations, of cycles that span millennia yet happen in an instant. You begin to think in geological time. Seconds stretch into eons. Mountains rise and erode in the space of a single breath. Oceans dry up and refill like cups being emptied and refilled. Yet you remain perfectly still in the center of all this motion. You are the unmoving point, around which galaxies spin. The constant in a universe of variables. Your consciousness expands further until you encompass the entire garden. You feel the slow metabolism of the coral colonies, their growth measured in decades rather than seconds. You witness the birth of new polyps like watching stars form. Each birth sends ripples of joy through the collective organism, joy that vibrates through the water and into your bones. Your skeleton responds by becoming more crystalline. Calcium deposits form in slow geometric patterns, not hard like stone, but translucent like opal. Light passes through your bones, creating rainbow refractions. Your blood flows more slowly, now carrying minerals instead of oxygen. Each red cell becomes a tiny planet orbiting your heart. Your heart beats once every few minutes, like a slow pendulum. Each beat sends waves of calm throughout your expanded awareness. You feel the interconnectedness of all things. The coral is connected to the water. The water is connected to the light. The light is connected to the silence. The silence is connected to your breath. Your breath is connected to your heartbeat. Your heartbeat is connected to the universe. This connection flows both ways like a river and its tributaries. You give stillness to the universe. The universe gives stillness to you. There is no difference between giving and receiving. Both actions happen simultaneously in the same eternal moment. You begin to perceive the garden from multiple perspectives at once. From above like a bird, from below like a fish, from within like a coral polyp, from outside like the distant sun. Each perspective offers new insights about existence. The bird sees patterns invisible from ground level. The fish experiences three-dimensional space as natural as air. The coral knows patience beyond human comprehension. The sun watches without judgment or preference. You integrate all these viewpoints into a single understanding. Understanding that transcends the need for words. Knowledge that lives in the spaces between neurons firing. Your brainwaves slow to match the frequency of deep earth. Alpha waves give way to theta waves. Theta waves deepen into delta rhythms. Delta becomes so slow it approaches zero. At zero frequency, you touch the boundary between consciousness and unconsciousness. The boundary dissolves like sugar in warm water. consciousness and unconsciousness become one experience. You exist in a state of pure awareness without content. Awareness that observes itself observing. The observer and the observed merge into singular presence. Presence that fills every atom of your being. Every atom becomes a universe containing multitudes. Electrons orbit nuclei like planets around stars. Protons and neutrons contain their own mysteries. Quarks dance in patterns too complex for human mathematics. Within each quark lives another universe, and within that universe, another. Infinity contained in infinitesimal spaces. You travel inward through these nested realities, each layer more beautiful than the last, each discovery more profound than the previous. Time becomes meaningless as you explore scales beyond measurement. Distance loses meaning as you traverse dimensions without movement. You realize that everything exists simultaneously. Past, present, and future are illusions created by limited perception. All moments exist in the eternal now. You choose to return to the garden. But returning is the same as arriving. Leaving is the same as staying. You understand that you never left. The journey was always internal. The destination was always here. Here in the sunken garden beneath the glassy sea, where coral glows with inner light, where currents carry whispers of forgotten lullabies, where water moves slowly thick as honey warm as breath. You wrap yourself in the buoyant silence, letting it settle into every cell of your body. Mineralization flows inward like magnesium-rich calm, settling into bones like silt after rain. Hydration spreads from core to limb, filling spaces that were never empty but waiting. Your body becomes a temple of stillness, built from the same materials as the coral, connected to the same source as the water, powered by the same force that moves the planets, guided by the same wisdom that shapes galaxies, protected by the same love that holds atoms together. You rest in this knowledge without trying to understand it. Understanding comes later, or perhaps never. What matters is the direct experience of being held. Held by forces greater than yourself. Held by the silence between heartbeats. Held by the space between thoughts. Held by the pause between musical notes. Held by the moment between sleeping and waking. Held by the breath between inhale and exhale. You are held completely and utterly. Nothing is required of you except to be, to exist in this perfect moment without effort, without striving or achieving, without fixing or changing, simply being as you are meant to be. The anchor resonates at 432 Hertz, a frequency that aligns your cells with cosmic harmony. Each vibration carries healing information that bypasses the thinking mind, speaking directly to the wisdom stored in your DNA. Your genetic material responds by remembering its original blueprint, the blueprint of perfect health and balance, the blueprint of effortless being, the blueprint of connection to all that is. You embody this blueprint without trying. It unfolds naturally, like a flower opening to morning light, petal by petal, layer by layer, revealing beauty that was always there, hidden only by the illusion of separation. Separation dissolves like mist in sunlight. You remember that you are never alone, never disconnected, never incomplete. You are whole in every moment, complete in every breath, perfect exactly as you are. The perfection includes your imperfections. Your flaws are simply different expressions of wholeness, like shadows that prove the existence of light, like dissonance that makes harmony more beautiful, like silence that gives meaning to sound. You embrace all aspects of yourself, the parts you love and the parts you judge, the parts you understand and the parts that remain mysterious. All are welcome in the spaciousness of your awareness. Awareness that continues to expand beyond the garden, beyond the sea, beyond the planet, beyond the solar system. You perceive Earth as a small blue marble floating in black velvet, so fragile, so precious, so perfectly positioned, spinning slowly in the cosmic dance. You see the weather systems forming like brush strokes on a canvas, clouds gathering and dispersing according to ancient patterns, oceans reflecting sunlight like mirrors, continents appearing and disappearing over geological time, mountain ranges rising and eroding in slow motion, volcanoes erupting and settling into dormancy, life evolving and adapting continuously, death and rebirth cycling endlessly, all of it happening in perfect timing. No rush, no delay, no mistake. Everything unfolding as it should, as it always has and always will. You feel the gravitational pull of the moon, tides responding to celestial mechanics. Your own body contains similar rhythms. Circadian cycles, lunar influences, seasonal changes. You are made of the same materials as the stars. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen. Elements forged in stellar furnaces billions of years ago. Star stuff, contemplating star stuff. The universe looking at itself through human eyes. Through coral polyps, through water molecules, through every form of consciousness that exists. Seeing itself, seeing itself, seeing itself. An infinite regress of awareness, becoming aware. Each instance of awareness adding to the totality, contributing to the cosmic conversation. You participate in this conversation without speaking. Your very existence is a statement, a declaration of being in this moment. Your consciousness adds weight to the collective understanding, even as it remains uniquely yours. Individual and universal simultaneously. Personal and cosmic in the same breath. Finite and infinite without contradiction. Temporary and eternal in perfect balance. You zoom out further until Earth disappears, becoming just another dot of light in a vast field of dots. Galaxies spinning like whirlpools of fire, nebulae painting pictures in gas and dust. Black holes warping space, time around them. Supernovas exploding in brilliant displays. Planets forming from cosmic debris. Stars being born and dying in cycles beyond comprehension. Through it all runs the thread of consciousness, connecting every particle, every wave, every field, binding the quantum realm to the macrocosm, creating a web of relationship that spans all scales. You are both the weaver and the woven, the observer and the observed, the question and the answer, the seeker and the sought, the beginning and the end. Space opens around you like a flower, blooming in reverse, contracting instead of expanding, drawing everything toward a single point. The point contains all possibilities, all potentials, all probabilities. Everything that was everything, that is everything that could be. Compressed into singularity, yet not compressed at all. Simply existing in non-dimensional space, where size has no meaning, where distance cannot be measured, where time does not flow. You rest in this place of no place, being nothing yet containing everything, experiencing the peace that exists beneath all phenomena, beneath all thought, beneath all sensation. The peace that needs no reason, no justification, no explanation. It simply is. As you are, as everything is, in perfect stillness. The anchor continues to resonate at 40 hertz, a frequency that aligns your nervous system with deep rest. Gamma waves that promote integration and insight. Your brain synchronizes with this healing frequency. Neural networks firing in coherent patterns, creating states of enhanced well-being. Stress hormones decrease naturally. Feel-good chemicals increase effortlessly. Your body remembers how to heal itself, how to regenerate and renew, how to function optimally without effort. You trust this process completely, knowing that your body knows best. Your mind may doubt, but your cells remember. They carry the wisdom of millions of years of evolution, guiding you toward health and wholeness, toward balance and harmony, toward the stillness that is your true nature. You settle more deeply into this stillness, like settling into a warm bath, like coming home after a long journey, like finding shelter in a storm, like discovering a hidden treasure, like recognizing the face of an old friend. The recognition brings tears of joy, tears that taste like salt and stars, like the water in the sunken garden. You wipe the tears away with gentle fingers, noticing how soft your skin has become, how supple and responsive. Your body has been renewed by the journey inward, refreshed by contact with primordial wisdom, recharged by communion with cosmic consciousness. You carry this renewal with you. It becomes part of your everyday awareness, part of how you move through the world, part of how you relate to others, part of how you see yourself, part of who you are becoming. Becoming that happens without trying, like flowers blooming in spring, like leaves changing color in autumn, like snow falling silently in winter, like rain nourishing the earth in summer. Natural processes that unfold perfectly, given the right conditions, the right environment, the right amount of love and attention. You have provided all of these for yourself by allowing this journey to unfold, by trusting the process, by resting in the stillness, by remembering who you truly are, a being of light and love, made of the same substance as stars, connected to all that exists, capable of infinite expansion, yet perfectly content to remain exactly as you are in this moment. You begin to notice how still everything has become. The air itself seems to pause around you like a held breath, not tense but waiting, as though the universe is listening. And in that listening, there's space. You don't need to move or speak, or even think right now. Your body knows this already. It settles into the quiet without effort, like a stone slipping slowly through clear water. Let your awareness sink deeper into this stillness. Feel how each part of you softens just a little more. Your shoulders drop away from your ears. Your jaw unclenches naturally. Your fingers relax open against nothing at all. There's no rush here, no timeline pulling at your attention. Just this endless moment unfolding in slow motion. Each second stretching wide enough to hold everything. You can feel the weight of gravity differently now, not as something holding you down, but as a gentle embrace from the earth itself. A reminder that you belong here, that you are supported. Breathe in deeply and let it fill you completely. From the base of your spine, up through your chest, all the way to the crown of your head. Let the breath carry warmth with it, a golden thread weaving through your being. Exhale slowly and feel what no longer serves you drift away. Thoughts that were never yours to carry. Tensions picked up along the way. Old patterns trying to pull you back. They dissolve like mist in sunlight. Notice how light you feel now, as if your edges have softened, your boundaries less rigid, more like waves than walls, flowing gently instead of resisting. Your heartbeat slows to match the rhythm of the cosmos, steady and deep like the pulse of distant stars. You are part of something vast and ancient, something that has always been here, something that will remain long after thoughts fade. Let yourself sink further into this knowing. Feel the connection between every cell in your body. The invisible threads linking heart to lungs, brain to belly, past to present, thought to feeling. Everything moves together now, in harmony rather than conflict. Effortless coordination, like an orchestra tuning itself, each note finding its place within the whole. You are both conductor and instrument, guiding and receiving simultaneously, creating peace simply by being present. No action required, only acceptance. The silence begins to hum with subtle frequencies, too low to hear with ordinary ears, but felt clearly in your bones, in your marrow, in the spaces between your thoughts. Vibrations that align and heal. These tones aren't coming from outside you. They arise from within, from places untouched by daily concerns, from the core of who you truly are. Ancient songs your cells remember. Allow them to resonate freely. Let their frequency recalibrate anything out of balance. Every organ, every emotion, every memory stored in tension, all begin to harmonize. You feel lighter still, as though you're floating above the surface of your own experience, watching life unfold below without being swept away by it. Calm observers of your own journey, safe in this elevated perspective. The boundary between self and surroundings blurs. You are not separate from the peace that surrounds you, nor from the love that flows through everything. You are expressions of these qualities, manifestations of stillness itself. Breathing becomes meditation. Meditation becomes breathing. The cycle continues effortlessly. Each inhale drawing in clarity. Each exhale releasing what no longer serves. You begin to sense the presence of benevolent forces, guiding energies that have always been near. Perhaps you've forgotten their names, but you recognize their touch. Gentle hands supporting your descent. They whisper reassurance without words, reminding you that rest is natural, that healing happens when we stop trying so hard, that transformation occurs in stillness. When we allow ourselves to simply be, feel the relief wash over you, like warm rain after drought, soothing every dry corner of your being, quenching thirsts you didn't know existed. Until now, your mind begins to quiet naturally, not forced, but invited. Thoughts slow down like honey dripping from a spoon, each one given time to fully express itself before dissolving back into the silence. There's no pressure to control what arises, no need to push anything away or hold onto anything else. Everything finds its own level here, settling according to its own nature, like sediment in calm water. You notice how spacious your inner world has become. Room for everything and nothing simultaneously. No crowding or competition for attention. Just openness. Just presence. This space holds whatever needs to be held, comforts whatever needs comfort, releases whatever needs release, without judgment or condition, with infinite patience. You are learning to trust this process, to surrender to its wisdom, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to do, which is often nothing at all. The layers of resistance begin to peel away. Those habits of thinking too much, analyzing endlessly, worrying about outcomes, they soften and fall away like autumn leaves. What remains is simple awareness, clear and undisturbed, like a mountain lake reflecting the sky, perfectly still, yet full of depth. You discover that you don't need to understand everything to experience peace, to feel whole, to be complete. Some things are known beyond knowing. Let this truth settle into your bones, into the marrow of your understanding, where logic cannot reach, but wisdom lives, quiet and certain. You begin to perceive the interconnectedness of all things, how your breath affects the atmosphere, how your thoughts ripple outward, how your peace contributes to the collective calm, even when unseen. You are never truly alone, never truly separate, even in solitude, even in silence. You are part of an infinite web of connection. This realization brings profound comfort, a sense of belonging that transcends physical location, a homecoming to your truest self and to the source of all being, where everything originates and returns. Feel the warmth of this belonging spread through your chest, radiating outward like sunlight breaking through clouds, illuminating parts of yourself you may have forgotten or never noticed before. Hidden treasures revealed in golden light. Your breathing deepens naturally, drawing in not just air, but essence, vitality, pure potential, filling every corner of your awareness. With each exhale, you release what was never meant to stay. The accumulated dust of old stories, the echoes of past fears, the weight of expectations that weren't yours. They float away on the breath. You notice how much clearer everything seems now, as if a film has been lifted from your perception. Colors appear more vivid, sounds more distinct, feelings more precise, because there's less interference. The noise of constant mental chatter quiets, making room for subtler signals, intuitions that speak softly, truths that reveal themselves gradually, like flowers opening to dawn. You begin to remember why you came here, not to accomplish anything specific, but to return to yourself, to remember who you are beneath the roles, beneath the conditioning, beneath the temporary identities. This remembering doesn't require effort. It requires only willingness to let go, to receive, to trust, to rest in what already is. You feel yourself settling deeper into this truth, like a bird returning to its nest, like a river finding its course, like a wave recognizing the ocean. Effortless recognition. The distinction between seeker and sought begins to blur, between questioner and answer, between healer and healed. All merge into one seamless experience of wholeness expressing itself. You realize that you have never been broken, only temporarily forgetful of your inherent completeness, of your natural state of grace, of the love that underlies all existence. This love isn't conditional or earned. It simply is. Like gravity, like breath, like the beating of your heart. Constant and reliable. You begin to embody this love more fully, feeling it flow through your veins, warm and nourishing, supporting every function of your being, physical, emotional, spiritual. Let this love expand beyond your personal boundaries, radiating outward in all directions, touching everyone and everything without losing any of its intensity. Infinite capacity for giving. You understand now that taking care of others begins with taking care of yourself. Not selfishly, but wisely. Like filling your own cup first, so you can pour from abundance. This self-care isn't indulgence. It's responsibility. It's respect. It's reverence for the sacred vessel that carries your soul. Honor your body by relaxing into its support. Trust your mind by allowing it to rest. Cherish your spirit by celebrating its freedom. You deserve this kindness. You've earned this peace. As you continue to sink deeper, you discover new levels of relaxation, areas of tension you hadn't noticed before, beginning to soften and release, like ice melting in spring sunshine. Your neck releases years of accumulated stress. Your back lets go of burdens it was never meant to carry. Your hips open to receive whatever wants to emerge. Your heart expands to hold more joy, more compassion, more love. You notice how different this feels from ordinary sleep. This is conscious resting, aware surrender, voluntary vulnerability, an act of courage disguised as relaxation. Courage to let go of control. Courage to trust the process. Courage to believe in your own healing power. Courage to simply be without doing. This bravery doesn't make you vulnerable. It makes you strong, grounded, authentic, connected to your true source of strength. You feel this strength growing within you. Not muscular or aggressive, but solid, stable, unshakable, like a mountain weathering storms, yet also flexible, like bamboo bending in wind, adaptable like water finding its path, responsive like a musician following melody, strong enough to hold steady, soft enough to change when needed. This balance becomes your new normal. Effortless integration of seeming opposites, masculine and feminine energies, activity and rest, structure and spontaneity, all dancing together in perfect rhythm. You begin to see how artificial many of your previous struggles were, created by false dichotomies, unnecessary conflicts, imagined limitations, when in reality, everything works together. The universe conspires in your favor, not because you deserve it more than others, but because that's simply how existence operates. Harmony is the default setting. Chaos is temporary confusion. You are learning to align with this harmony, to move with the current rather than against it, to trust the natural flow of life instead of constantly paddling upstream, exhausted and frustrated. Relaxation becomes your compass, guiding you toward choices that feel good, away from those that create unnecessary friction. You develop intuitive wisdom about what serves you and what drains your energy. This wisdom grows stronger with practice, like a muscle developed through gentle repetition. Each moment of conscious relaxation builds your capacity for discernment, for choosing peace over chaos. You notice how your relationships improve naturally when you're operating from this centered place. Others respond to your calm presence. Your grounded energy creates safety, inviting authenticity in return. Conflicts resolve themselves more easily because you're not adding fuel to fires. You're bringing water, coolness, perspective, the gift of seeing clearly. Communication becomes more genuine because you're speaking from truth, listening from openness, responding from love, rather than reacting from fear. You realize that most misunderstandings come from inner turmoil, projected outward onto innocent situations. When you're peaceful inside, the world reflects that peace back to you, like a mirror showing your true face. This reflection gives you confidence, not arrogance or pride, but faith in your ability to navigate life, to handle whatever comes your way, because you know how to return to center. Centering becomes second nature, a skill you can access anytime and a place under any circumstances, because you've anchored it deeply within. You no longer depend on external conditions for happiness, though you appreciate them when they arise. You generate contentment from within, like a flame that feeds itself, steady and reliable. This inner flame illuminates your path forward, showing you possibilities you couldn't see before. Doors that seemed locked are actually open. Obstacles that looked insurmountable reveal themselves as stepping stones. Opportunities present themselves in unexpected forms. People enter your life who help you grow. Coincidences multiply into synchronicities. Everything aligns in ways that surprise and delight, because you're finally aligned with yourself. Alignment brings ease to every area of your life. Work flows more smoothly. Creativity blossoms. Relationships deepen. Health improves naturally. Purpose becomes clear. You understand now that purpose isn't something you find. It's something you uncover by removing the layers of confusion, by clearing away the debris of other people's expectations, by returning to your authentic voice. This voice speaks quietly but clearly. It doesn't shout over the noise. It waits patiently to be heard, because it knows you'll listen when you're ready. You're ready now, more ready than you've ever been, because you've learned to trust yourself, to value your own guidance, to honor your deepest desires. Desire transforms from grasping to gratitude, from wanting what you lack to appreciating what you have, while remaining open to receiving more, without attachment to outcome. This openness attracts abundance naturally, like a magnet drawing iron filings, effortlessly, continuously, without strain or manipulation, just by being aligned with flow. Flow becomes your constant companion, carrying you gently forward, protecting you from sharp edges, guiding you around obstacles, revealing shortcuts you never knew existed. You learn to surf this flow rather than fight it, riding the waves of experience, trusting their direction, knowing they lead somewhere beautiful, even when the view is obscured. Obscured views teach patience. Patience teaches trust. Trust teaches surrender. Surrender teaches freedom. Freedom teaches joy. Joy bubbles up from unexpected places. Simple moments transformed into magic. A cup of tea, a bird's song, a stranger's smile. Ordinary experiences made extraordinary. You begin to collect these moments like treasures, not material possessions, but states of being, qualities of consciousness that enrich your daily experience. Richness doesn't come from accumulating things. It comes from cultivating awareness, from developing sensitivity to beauty, from learning to savor small pleasures, from finding wonder in familiar scenes. Wonder keeps your heart young, curiosity alive, hope fresh, gratitude constant, even during difficult times. Difficult times lose their power to devastate when you know how to return to center, when you trust the process of healing, when you remember that storms pass, that darkness gives way to dawn. Dawn breaks gently in your awareness, not sudden or harsh, but gradual and kind, like light filtering through curtains, softening shadows, revealing colors previously hidden. You see yourself clearly now, not through the lens of criticism, but through eyes of compassion, understanding your journey, honoring your growth, celebrating your resilience. Resilience wasn't built overnight. It was cultivated through countless small acts of self-love, through choosing rest over exhaustion, peace over agitation, truth over convenience. These choices compound like interest in a savings account, building wealth of well-being, security of spirit, confidence in your own worth, until prosperity becomes your natural state. Prosperity includes more than money. It encompasses health, happiness, meaningful connections, creative expression, spiritual fulfillment, all flourishing together. Flourishing happens naturally when you stop blocking it, when you remove the dams of doubt, the barriers of fear, the walls of separation, allowing life to flow freely through you. Life flows best when you do, when your actions align with your values, when your words reflect your truth, when your presence uplifts others, when your energy contributes positively. Positive contribution doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest acts have the biggest impact. A kind word, a patient smile, a moment of genuine listening can shift someone's entire day. You understand this power now. The power to influence through presence, to heal through awareness, to transform through acceptance, to inspire through authenticity. Authenticity attracts truth seekers, those who recognize realness when they see it, who value honesty over polish, who prefer substance to service, who want to connect with actual humans. Actual humans appreciate vulnerability, not weakness but openness, the courage to show imperfections, to admit uncertainty, to ask for help when needed. Help flows freely in response because people want to support those who support them. Reciprocity based on mutual respect. Exchange rooted in genuine care. Community built on shared humanity. Humanity shares more similarities than differences. Same basic needs, same desire for love, same longing for meaning, same capacity for growth, same potential for awakening. Awakening spreads through resonance. One person's expansion influences others, like ripples spreading across water, touching shores far from the original splash, creating waves of positive change. Change begins with individual choice to prioritize peace, to cultivate awareness, to practice compassion, to embrace growth. Growth requires flexibility. Flexibility requires letting go. Letting go requires trust. Trust requires surrender. Surrender requires love. Love love completes the circle, bringing you back to source, to the beginning that is also ending, to the truth that never changes, that you are loved, that you are whole, that you are home. Let the edges of your awareness begin to soften now. There is nothing for you to hold on to anymore. Nothing that needs your attention or your effort. Just this gentle drifting sensation as everything begins to settle. The sounds around you become distant and muffled like echoes underwater. Your breathing naturally slows, matching the rhythm of something much deeper. Each exhale carries away another small piece of tension you didn't even know was there. Your shoulders release their subtle grip on the day. Your jaw unclenches without any decision from you at all. Even your thoughts begin to move more slowly now, floating past like leaves on a calm surface, none of them demanding anything from you anymore. You can feel yourself sinking into something supportive and endless. A presence that holds you perfectly without any effort on your part. This is where healing happens when no one is watching. When the mind finally stops its gentle chatter and the body remembers how to truly relax. You are exactly where you need to be right now. The images that were dancing in your mind's eye begin to fade now, not disappearing entirely, but becoming softer somehow, like clouds dissolving into the vast blue sky above, leaving behind only the feeling of openness and ease. You don't need to see anything anymore. Vision becomes less important when you can feel this kind of safety. When the knowing comes through your whole body instead of just your eyes. There is a quality to this darkness that feels full rather than empty, warm and embracing, like being wrapped in something ancient and wise. Your heartbeat finds its own natural rhythm now, no longer racing to catch up with anything, just steady and sure beneath your ribs. This is your body remembering what peace feels like, what it means to be completely held by the moment, to exist without any pressure to change or improve or become anything else. You can feel the difference between doing and being now, how being requires nothing from you at all, while doing always asks for just a little bit more. Let that asking fade away now. Let the need to fix or solve or understand dissolve completely. There is only this breath and the next. Only this feeling of weightlessness and warmth. The resonance that has been humming quietly in the background begins to grow more noticeable now. Not loud, but deeply felt, vibrating through your chest and down into your bones. This is the sound of your nervous system remembering how to reset itself, how to find balance after a long journey, how to trust again in the simple process of being alive. Your cells recognize this frequency immediately. They respond to it the way flowers respond to sunlight, opening gently without any force required, releasing whatever they have been holding onto too tightly. Letting go becomes as natural as breathing in. You don't have to make it happen. You don't have to try to receive it. Your body already knows what to do with this kind of care. Trust flows through you like a warm river, carrying away anything that doesn't serve your wholeness, leaving behind only what is true and necessary. There is no rush in this process, no timeline that matters more than your own internal clock. Time moves differently here, where everything is allowed to unfold naturally. Your muscles remember what it feels like to be truly relaxed, not the temporary relief of collapsing after a hard day, but the deep rest that comes from feeling completely safe. Safety is not something you have to create anymore. It exists in this space between your heartbeat and your next breath. In the pause before you blink, in the quiet understanding that you are exactly where you belong. The resonance continues its gentle work, whether you are aware of it or not, moving through layers of stored tension you didn't even realize you were carrying, softening old patterns that have outlived their usefulness. This is how healing continues when no one is watching, when the conscious mind steps aside and lets the deeper wisdom take over. Your body has been waiting patiently for this moment, for the chance to remember what wholeness feels like. You can feel the difference between surface relaxation and the real thing now. How true rest goes all the way through you, touching parts that have forgotten what peace tastes like. There is a sweetness to this surrender that surprises you. Not the dramatic relief of crisis passing, but the quiet joy of coming home to yourself. Home doesn't have to be a place you travel to. It can be this feeling that lives inside your own ribcage, waiting patiently for you to remember how to visit. The resonance works in ways that don't require your understanding, like gravity keeping you grounded without you having to think about it, like your heart beating steadily regardless of what your mind is focused on. This is the kind of support that never asks anything of you, never makes demands or sets conditions, simply holds space for you to be exactly as you are. You can feel your energy beginning to settle now, like sediment finding the bottom of a glass of water, clear and still and ready for whatever comes next. There is no urgency in this settling, no need to rush toward clarity or resolution, just the natural tendency toward balance when nothing is disturbing the surface. Your thoughts become quieter now, not because you are pushing them away, but because they naturally lose their grip when you are this deeply supported, like birds returning to their nests when the day grows long. Everything finds its proper place when the conditions are right. And the conditions here are perfect for rest, perfect for letting go of whatever has been weighing you down. You can feel the lightness beginning to return to your limbs now, as if your body is remembering what it feels like to float, to move through the world without carrying unnecessary burdens. This is not about fixing what was broken, because nothing in you was ever truly broken, just temporarily forgetful of its own resilience. Resilience is not something you have to build up over time. It is already woven into the fabric of your being, waiting patiently to express itself when the conditions are right. And the conditions are very right for it now. Very right indeed. You can feel yourself sinking deeper into this knowing, deeper into the truth of your own unshakable wholeness. The resonance continues its quiet work beneath the surface of your awareness, organizing and balancing and integrating without any effort from you. This is the intelligence that keeps your body functioning perfectly every moment. The same intelligence that guides the seasons and the tides, that knows exactly how to heal a cut without you having to think about it. intelligence is available to you right now, not as something external that you have to access, but as the deepest part of who you already are. You don't have to go anywhere to find it. You don't have to become anyone different to experience it. It is simply revealed when you stop trying so hard to control everything. Control is exhausting, even when you think you are good at it. Letting go is actually the path of least resistance, the way water always chooses to flow. You can feel that flow beginning to move through you now, carrying away the last traces of effort and strain, leaving behind only the essential rhythm of your own life force. This rhythm doesn't match the pace of the outside world. It has its own timing that is always perfectly suited to your needs. Slower when you need to integrate and understand. Faster when you need to move and respond. But always moving with the grace that comes from being in alignment. Alignment with your own deepest wisdom. Alignment with the natural cycles that sustain all life. You can feel yourself becoming more spacious now, as if your awareness is expanding beyond the boundaries of your physical form, connecting with something larger and more enduring. This connection doesn't make you smaller or less significant. It reminds you of how infinitely large you really are. How much more there is to you than the narrow story you sometimes tell yourself. The resonance supports this remembering without any agenda, without trying to convince you of anything, simply by existing in its own steady way. Like a lighthouse that doesn't have to call attention to itself, but simply shines because that is what it does. And in that shining creates safety for everything within its range. You are always within range of this kind of safety, always held by forces much larger and more reliable than your daily worries. Forces that operate whether you believe in them or not. Belief is not required for support to be available. Just the willingness to stop fighting against it for a moment. To let yourself sink into the arms of something bigger than your current concerns. Your breathing has slowed almost to a whisper now. Each inhale drawing in not just air, but something deeper. Something that feeds the parts of you that don't show up on medical scans. Your soul recognizes this nourishment immediately. It responds the way a plant responds to rain after a long drought, opening its petals fully without hesitation, trusting in the abundance that has arrived. You can feel that trust beginning to spread through your entire being now. Not the anxious hoping that keeps you tense, but the deep knowing that everything you need is already present in this moment, present in this breath, present in the quiet space between your thoughts. The resonance continues to pulse gently through your awareness, not trying to change anything, but simply maintaining the conditions for healing. Like a gardener who waters the soil and trusts the seeds to do their work. You have been the seed and the soil and the sunshine all at once. And now you are simply allowing the natural process of growth to unfold without needing to witness every stage or understand every transformation. Some things are meant to happen in the dark, where the roots can grow without interference, where the deepest changes take place unseen but undeniable. You can feel the strength beginning to return to your body now. Not the rigid strength of tension, but the flexible strength that comes from being truly rested. The kind of strength that allows you to bend without breaking, to adapt without losing your center, to respond rather than react, to choose rather than simply endure. This strength doesn't come from pushing harder or trying more. It comes from remembering what it feels like to be completely supported, from experiencing the difference between surviving and thriving. You can carry this difference with you now, not as a memory, but as a living truth, a truth that lives in your cells and your breath and your heartbeat. The resonance will continue its work even after these words fade away, continuing to organize and integrate and restore without any effort from you. This is how deep healing happens, quietly and thoroughly and completely. You don't have to protect it or defend it or prove that it is real. It simply is, and in being becomes more solid and reliable than anything you could construct. You can feel yourself becoming more solid now too. Not rigid, but grounded, connected to something stable beneath the shifting surface of daily life. This connection gives you access to a different kind of energy, one that doesn't burn out or run dry. One that replenishes itself simply by being expressed. You can feel this energy beginning to flow through you now, warming the places that have been cold, lighting the places that have been dim, strengthening the places that have been weak. Not through force, but through recognition, through the simple act of acknowledging what is already true, that you contain multitudes, that you are capable of holding both rest and activity, both stillness and movement, both solitude and connection. The resonance honors all of these aspects of you equally. It doesn't favor one over another, but simply supports your wholeness, your complete and integrated self, the self that doesn't have to choose between being strong and being tender. You can feel the integration happening now. The pieces that seemed separate beginning to work together seamlessly, like an orchestra finding its rhythm under the guidance of a skilled conductor. The conductor doesn't have to shout or demand attention, just to hold the space where harmony can emerge naturally. And that is exactly what the resonance does for you. Holds the space where your own inner harmony can reveal itself. You don't have to create this harmony. You don't have to force the pieces to fit together. You just have to stop interrupting the natural process. Stop trying to micromanage every detail. Stop believing that chaos is the default state of existence. Chaos is simply what happens when we forget our connection to the underlying order. But that order is always there, always humming quietly beneath the surface. You can feel that order beginning to reassert itself now, like a song that was never really lost, just temporarily drowned out by louder noises. The resonance helps those louder noises fade into the background, not by eliminating them, but by putting them in proper perspective, by reminding you of what is truly essential. Essential doesn't mean complicated. It often means very simple. Breathing, beating heart, the quiet space where thoughts come and go. These simple things contain everything you need, everything you have ever needed, and they are available to you right now. Right here in this moment of complete rest, complete trust, complete belonging. The resonance will continue long after you open your eyes, long after you return to the activities of your day. It doesn't stop working just because you are no longer listening for it. This is the beauty of deep support. It operates independently of your conscious attention, like the systems in your body that keep you alive while you sleep, like the love that surrounds you even when you can't feel it. You can trust that this support is always available to you, not because someone promised it to you, but because you have experienced it directly. You know what it feels like to be completely held, completely safe, completely at peace. And knowing creates a pathway that can be traveled again and again, like a trail that becomes clearer with each step, like a door that opens more easily each time it is used. This peace is not something you found today. It is something you remembered, something that was always there waiting for you to recognize it. And recognition creates familiarity. Familiarity creates comfort. Comfort creates the courage to let go more deeply. And letting go more deeply creates even greater peace. A cycle that feeds itself, a spiral that carries you further into wholeness with each turn. You can feel yourself becoming more familiar with this peace now, as if you are meeting an old friend after a long separation. The friendship was never broken, just temporarily forgotten in the busyness of life. But friendship doesn't require constant contact to remain real. It simply waits patiently for the next reunion. And each reunion makes the bond stronger than before. This peace is like that friendship, like coming home to a place you never actually left, like finding something precious that was hiding in plain sight, always available, always waiting, always ready to welcome you back. The resonance will be here whenever you need it, whenever you want to return to this feeling of complete safety, like a favorite blanket folded neatly in the closet, like a door that is always unlocked. You don't have to ask permission to come back. You don't have to prove that you deserve this kind of rest. It belongs to you simply by virtue of being alive, simply by virtue of being you. And being you is enough, has always been enough, will always be enough. The resonance carries this truth through every cell of your being now, embedding it deeper than any doubt could reach, planting it like a seed in the fertile soil of your awareness. A seed that will grow into something strong and beautiful, something that can weather any storm, something that can bloom even in the darkest seasons. You can feel that strength beginning to take root now, not the brittle strength that cracks under pressure, but the supple strength that bends without breaking. The strength that comes from being deeply connected, deeply supported, deeply loved. Love is not something external that you have to earn or attract. It is the fundamental condition of existence, the ground upon which everything else is built. And you are made of that same ground, built from the same loving material, sustained by the same infinite source, protected by the same unshakable foundation. You can feel this protection surrounding you now, like an invisible embrace that holds you perfectly, without restricting your movement or limiting your freedom. True protection enhances rather than constrains. It gives you the security to explore, to take risks, to trust in your own unfolding. And unfolding is exactly what you are doing right now. Unfolding like a flower, responding to the first light of dawn. Slowly, naturally, inevitably, beautifully. The resonance celebrates this unfolding without commentary, without judgment or analysis, simply by continuing to provide the conditions where growth can flourish. And flourish you do, effortlessly and completely, like a river finding its way to the ocean, like a bird learning to fly. You don't have to figure out how to unfold properly. You don't have to master techniques or follow complicated instructions. You just have to stop interfering with your own natural process. Stop trying to speed things up or slow them down. Stop believing that you need to fix what is not broken. Stop confusing movement with progress. Stop mistaking stillness for stagnation. Progress and stillness are not opposites. They are partners in the dance of becoming. And you are learning the steps of that dance now, feeling the rhythm that moves through everything. The rhythm that connects your heartbeat to the pulse of the universe, that links your breath to the wind that that moves through the trees, that ties your consciousness to the vast intelligence that orchestrates all life. You are not separate from this intelligence. You are an expression of it, a unique manifestation of the same creative force. And that force doesn't abandon its creations. It doesn't withdraw support when things get difficult. It doesn't demand perfection before offering its gifts. Its gifts are freely given, always available, always appropriate, always exactly what you need in this moment. And what you need most right now is simply to rest, to allow the resonance to continue its quiet work, to trust in the process that is already unfolding perfectly. You don't have to understand how it works. You don't have to manage or control or optimize it. You just have to receive it, like rain falling on thirsty ground, like sunlight warming your skin, like the gentle pull of gravity that keeps you safely grounded. Receiving is not passive. It is an active choice to stay open, to remain available to what wants to flow through you. And what wants to flow through you right now is peace, wholeness, restoration, integration, love. These are not abstract concepts. They are living realities that can be felt and known directly, experienced in the quiet spaces between your thoughts, felt in the gentle rise and fall of your chest, known in the deep certainty that lives beneath your fears, trusted in the intuitive wisdom that guides your every breath. This wisdom doesn't speak in words. It communicates through feelings, through sensations, through the quiet knowing that arises when everything else falls away. And everything else is falling away now. The noise, the worry, the striving, the endless mental chatter, all of it dissolving into the vast silence from which it came, leaving behind only what is real, only what is true, only what has always been there. You can feel that truth now, not as something you have to believe, but as something you can touch with your whole being. Something that touches you in return, wrapping around you like a warm embrace, filling you like a cup receiving water, overflowing like a spring that has found its source, spreading outward like ripples on a perfect pond, touching everything and everyone, because everything and everyone is made of the same substance, the same love, the same peace, the same infinite potential, the same eternal now. And in recognizing this, you recognize yourself. Not the small self that worries and plans and tries so hard, but the vast self that contains entire worlds. Worlds of possibility, worlds of peace, worlds of endless love. You are coming home to these worlds now, returning to the place where you have always belonged, where you have always been safe, where you have always been loved. And love is the final word, the final truth, the final rest, the final peace. Sleep now. Until we meet again.